Hello everyone, and welcome back to another review. And today, we're going to be reviewing something very exciting. This empty box. Yes, hello everyone, and welcome back to another review. And today we're checking out a brand new, well, I guess it's not brand new. I shouldn't say that because it came out in December. The Albertosaurus. Yes, I said it correctly. Oh my god, I can't believe I did it. And here it is. Wow, isn't that just amazing? Yes, it's outside the box because, long story short, I tried to review this several times and I just wasn't in the mood for it. So, the original unboxing has been deleted because it was terrible. You don't want to watch that. You want to watch this. So here we are. I guess I can take this. I guess you want to take a look at the box. It's not that exciting. You have package art. Very nice. And on the other side, you have picture of Albertosaurus and some stuff. You know, your basic. Why am I being so quiet? What am I doing? Anyways, also the other Tyrannosaurs in the series. We have your Eotyrannus, Moros, Electrosaurus, Daspletosaurus, Gorgosaurus, Tarbosaurus, yes. Yay, I said them all. Are you happy now? Okay, now, we can get rid of this, so I don't need that anymore. Yay, isn't it just amazing? So, Tyrannosaur. Big. Green. That's pretty much the entire review. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye. Just kidding. There's a lot more. Okay, so let's just go over the beautiful sculpt of this. I mean, every Beast of the Mesozoic figure is very, very detailed and highly accurate and, you know, all that good stuff. And the paint job is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, you can't really say that any Beast of the Mesozoic figure, they're all gorgeous, except for the Fan's Choice Torosaurus. That one's absolutely hideous. We hate that one so much. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. And if you didn't get it, that was a joke. But this one's head sculpt, as you can see, is absolutely gorgeous. You have those classic and very iconic Albertosaurus crest on its head, highlighted with a very nice light brown with a wash of a lighter brown, or darker brown, sorry. My words aren't wording, but yeah. We have lots of different green. You can see there's sort of a swampy, really gross looking green, if I'm going to be honest, over this slightly darker and swampier green. So, you know, pretty nice looking. And it's got a little bit of even darker and even more swampier green on the very tip of his snout. You also have this light tan color that is all around its face, and you have these little stripes which are a little more brown on the upper side of the jaw and a little more yellow on the underside of the jaw. Very important stuff you all need to know. And on this side of the jaw, you have that same sort of color, but it's a little bit more yellow. Dry brushed onto on its cheek. And on the other underside of its jaw and neck, you can see it is like a sky blue. And there's a stripe here, and it's like orangey. It's a terracotta color, I guess I'll say. And then you have a black stripe. Isn't that nice? And even around the eye is a different color. It's a dark brown. Whoa! So amazing. And look, there's even some green, some very nice looking green up here in between the black stripes. And that gorgeous eye. You can see that eye is like a bright red. Very cool looking. And very menacing. I'm not doing that ever again. Do not make me do that. Anyways, I guess I could cover the rest of the mouth. Like I was saying, it has that sort of a dark wash over it, which I absolutely love on this figure because it just makes it look extra realistic. Not as much as the Triceratops. That one was like really noticeable, but in the back there you can see there's actually like a different piece that is a darker purpley color, and up in the top of the mouth it is also noticeable. It just looks really nice. I just really like it. It looks pretty nice in there, and its little tongue is also a different color, so that's pretty cool. And all the teeth are, of course, sculpted separately, all individually, and very nicely painted. Very nice figure. And its foot came off again. That's amazing. And then you have sort of that same sort of color scheme continue throughout the body, but you know, you've got different patterns and stuff, you know, things and stuff. I don't remember. I really don't remember what animal this is based off of. I don't even know if I ever looked. So I'm just gonna put it up on the screen. There you go. That's what it's based off of. Because I don't remember. I'm not really good at remembering them, because especially if they're reptiles, because I'm just not good at remembering reptiles. I'm not as familiar with them. But if it's a bird, you better know that I probably remembered it. But yeah, one of the things I like about this figure, a lot more than everything else, for some reason, look at this tail. Look how realistic that, like, if I was just holding this, you can see the rest of the figure. That looks like some sort of like iguana tail or something. That looks like a lizard's tail. It's so realistic looking. I just love it so much. Normally I don't really care for green dinosaurs. They're just usually super boring. But this, I mean, it's a beast of the Mesozoic figure, so it's obviously going to be really cool. You'd think it's kind of weird saying that I don't like green figures when, like, my favorite color is literally a shade of green. But I just don't. I don't like green dinosaurs. It just looks gross, I guess. But this one looks really nice. And something it reminds me of is Jurassic Park Lost World Thrasher T-Rex. It's very not that noticeable, but it's definitely so much better than the Thrasher. I mean, you can see how I could kind of see the similarities. Okay, maybe it's just me. And I'm actually looking at them side to side. They don't really look that similar. So, you know, that's probably good enough on the paint and everything. It's a gorgeous figure, as always, for a Beast of the Mesozoic figure. Here's the base, also very nicely painted. I don't know why the green looks so vibrant on camera. It's really not that green in real life. It just, I don't know why the camera is doing that. But, yeah, so you can just plop him on there. Oh yeah, you also have a collector's card with that same art on the packaging, so that's pretty cool. Forgot to show that. Even dug it out just for this video. I completely forgot. Anyways, let's go on to articulation. In the head here, you have very nice turn. You know, it could be better because of the neck sleeve, but we just have to wait for Cyberzoic for that, because they're improving the neck articulation. But I don't think this is bad in any way. Like, the neck sleeve, sure, it's kind of limiting, but it's not as bad as it could be. I mean, it's still really good it's better articulation than most dinosaur figures. I mean, it is limiting, but it's good. And especially since they improved it just a bit before they released, it makes it even better. So, I don't really want to like hate on that too much, because I don't really care. You can get a little bit upwards. It's the upwards and downwards motion that is much more limiting. The side to side is pretty good. Not as good as like the Albertosaurus. That one, for some reason, has like some of the best side to side turning neck motions that I've ever seen in a Tyrannosaur figure. Of course, I only have like a few big Tyrannosaurs. The tiny ones like the Chiansao and the Pterodophonius, those ones are like, really good, I think. I'd have to, like, actually... Oh my god, this foot! I can't get it on. Anyways, I'm just gonna leave it off for now. You know, you don't get a foot anymore. You've had your chance. So, you have the jaw, of course. I showed this earlier. And you can't get it, like, super wide, but you can get it, you know, fairly decently wide. And it also has a little articulated tongue. But I do want to warn you that in my experience, the BOTM Tyrannosaurs, the tongues are usually put in there very, very tightly and doesn't allow the ball joint to move very well. So just be careful of that, because I actually broke my Albertosaurus's tongue. Yeah, so it will just break the plastic in there if you put too much stress on it. Because I don't know if you can fix that. I tried heating it up with stuff, hair dryer. My words aren't wording, but yeah, you can move the tongue. Sometimes I haven't personally experienced any of my Tyrannosaurs have a movable tongue. They're all just really tightly in there. But you know, hey, if yours works, it works, and that's awesome. Okay, anyways, moving on from that, we have the arms, which actually surprisingly have like so much articulation in them. You can get all sorts of little hand movements in there, as well as its waist joint, which is a little bit loose with the side to side, but you can get some really good downwards poses in there. With the limiting neck sleeve, you can actually use this waist articulation in your advantage to actually get some really good downwards poses if you so desire. You can also get some pretty good upwards articulation. You just gotta kind of push it up there a bit. It's a little stiff in that area, but look, he's putting his arms out. It's giving me prehistoric planet flashbacks. Okay, moving on from that, we also have the leg, which, you know, you can move. Very nice. It's a little stiff, but that's a good thing. You don't want it too loose. And of course, it's got a nub as a foot because its foot kept falling off. You also have knee articulation. Very, very smooth. Very nice. You can also twist that. And the ankle is very stiff, but that's also a good thing. But you know, you can move that, swivel it. And if its foot was attached, you would have articulation in the foot. Of course, I do have the other toe attached. It's a different one than the... You've got several options, okay? I'll show you in a minute. Just hold on. Let me finish this articulation review. Mine's tail likes to pop off. I'm not entirely sure why. I kind of forgot about that. I think it's this ball joint here, you can see, is like very smooth. It doesn't have those little nubs that the other ones have to sort of click in. I've tried, it clicks in, it just likes to pop off a lot. It's not like super annoying, because mostly I just put it in a pose, and like when I'm trying to pose it differently, I just be careful around that. And once it's up on the shelf, it doesn't really matter if it has a weird tail. It just sometimes happens. So, you know, but it does have some good articulation. You can get lots of different movements in there, and it popped off again. Okay. In the middle here of the tail, you have very, very good range of motion. You can get, look at that downwards. That is really nice. The up isn't as good, but it's still very good, and the side to side is also very good. Of course, the end of the tail is also movable. You can do that, and it has a wire in its tail, so it can go crazy with that. That's pretty much everything. Finally covered. Okay, you didn't have to do that to me. Of course, as I was saying earlier, you have other foot options. So you have a stepping down toe, or like closed toe, just the regular one, and this one that is a sort of a stepping down toe. I mean, I said this one, they're different, okay? You know, just look at them. I'm not giving them names. There you go. Look, their feet. They're not that exciting. Oh, I'm so mad at them. Get in your bag. I don't want to see you again. Well, at least until I need you. Get in your bag and go over there. Now, time for a size comparison, because this one is a fairly large figure. I'm having him stand up like this. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put your standing legs on, because I'm not messing with that other. I'm not messing with that articulated foot anymore. It's just annoying me. So just quickly reattach its leg, and actually, it's pretty easy compared to some of the others. And look, he's already standing on his own. That is so much more easier, I should say. So much easier than having the other thing. Here is the Biotium Triceratops for a size. As you can see, they're both fairly large figures. Yeah, so I don't really know what else to say. Why do you keep falling over? Don't make this hard for me. There we go. Okay, so it's a fairly large figure. Not as tall as the Triceratops or as bulky, but you know, it's a fairly long figure considering how long its tail is. And for another Tyrannosaur, we have the Bistonobristner. It's just a bit smaller than the Albertosaurus. Not quite a lot, but you know, they have their size differences. So, there you go. You know what? Let's just do this. Now, with all of the other Biotium Tyrannosaurus body sizes moved out of the way, let's just move on to the final size comparison. You know it, the Mattel Raptor, the classic Mattel Raptor, because everyone probably has one of these. You know, I'm tired of saying it. There you go. Are you happy now? Now you know what size it is. Isn't that amazing? And oh my god, I wish I had a measuring tape, but it keeps going missing. Okay, so anyways, that is the Beast of the Mesozoic 1/18 scale Tyrannosaur series Albertosaurus sarcophagus. It's a pretty epic figure, I'm not gonna lie. Except for the fact that it keeps ejecting its body parts at me. It's a really cool looking figure. And the color scheme is amazing. And it just looks absolutely epic. I just like it so much. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. If you want this figure, I'll probably put a link in the description where you can buy it, I guess. Just go to Creative Beast. It's not that hard. Yeah, so thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye. You don't get to know the exact measurements because I'm not gonna find my measuring tape because it somehow does not like me and never wants to be a part of this. So I'm not gonna let it. So there you go. There's your size comparisons. Are you happy now?